Hello everyone, this is YouTube's biggest video game nerd out there. Today I'm going to explain to everyone why the Gamecube is a terrible console. Now I don't have the actual console with me at this moment, because you know, you use a Wii to play, I use a Wii to play Gamecube games, but I have a controller right here. This is a GameStop controller. It's the same model though, same design. So basically, this is the main reason why the Gamecube is a terrible console. Not just the fact that it's nothing, like, innovative. Like, you know how every console, like the PlayStation 2 is innovative because it played DVDs. So, this has no innovation whatsoever. So, yeah, that's one thing. So, I mean, let's just begin. The reason why this system had a lack of third-party support had to do a lot with this controller. The D-pad, well, let's just first look at the model. You see it sticking out at you, like when the way you hold it, it's just freaking, it's a pain to hold your controller. Like, who designed this? The start button's in the middle, whatever, not too much to complain about that. Well, first, I guess I'll talk about the back first. You have your bumpers, which don't feel right, and the freaking triggers, they feel like the buttons you press, like on a street light. You know those buttons you press on a street light to, like, if you live in a city, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just terrible. It doesn't feel like a trigger. It doesn't feel like you're holding this to aim and pressing this to shoot. Like, it doesn't feel like an actual trigger. The Xbox is the only system that gets it right. In the PlayStation 3, they use the bumpers to shoot, but the bumpers actually feel, like, smooth. This feels terrible. And the analog stick has to be the worst part of it. Let's just take a look. It's an octagon analog, which is a terrible model, terrible design. And the right analog stick is the most uncomfortable part of the controller. It's like this, it feels like your analog, like, let me just show you something. Hold on for a second. Okay. This is my very first PS2 controller. As you can see, the analog's broken. Like, the thing on top of the analog, like, you see this like, rubber part? Well, it's broken off, right? Like, I don't even know why I still have this. But it was the first PS2 controller I ever had. I guess I never tossed it for some reason, but this is just a good example. The analogs for both of these are broken, and this feels like one of them. These two, right here, this and this, feel identical. It feels like it's broken. And the ABXY feels strange, like the way it's set up. Like, your standard thing is when they're all, like, kind of like on PS3 or 360, that's the way it should be, with your ABXY, or whatever standard 4 buttons. But they're scattered all over the place. Like, the B is all the way over here, the A is in the middle, the freaking X and the Y are surrounding the A. Like, what the hell is this? So, I mean, that's just the controller, but I mean, the system is just basically your standard game console with no new features whatsoever. And it has your typical boring Nintendo games that are repetitive, so there. This is why the GameCube is a terrible console.